Hello and welcome to UWS News. I'm Chris McMillan.
And I'm Gary Kirkpatrick.
We start tonight in Ayr, where Brodys Bike project was launched this week at the University of West of Scotland in an effort to raise mental health awareness among students. Morgan Collinet was on hand to find out more.
Studies show that physical activity positively impacts mental health. I'm here today at the University of the West of Scotland's Ayr residences to discuss a new cycling initiative aimed to combat depression. Brodys Bikes was launched yesterday in memory of Brodie Eaton, a UWS student who passed away last year. Nicola Maguire, the residence manager, shares her thoughts on the project.
Yesterday I was at the launch at the university and one of the students was there and they were speaking about how, sometimes if they're not feeling great or they do have things in their mind, sometimes just going on a bike and just going out the way sometimes does make them feel better. So I think for a mental point of view it will help them.
UWS Ayr campus has multiple cycle paths and facilities available for the students to use to get to and from uni. Nicola is hoping that this will soon come to other campuses as well.
We're hoping that if it's a success here, we're looking at Paisley and Ayr to get not Brodys Bikes as such, but it will be a certain bike company that will come in, put the bikes in, and we'll launch it at Ayr and not at Paisley and Hamilton.
Hamilton and Paisley also have cycling facilities available on their campuses. Harry Mobby, a third-year student at UWS Ayr, was at the launch yesterday and was very surprised to see how many people showed up to show their support for this initiative.
I was at the launch yesterday and the turnout was very good. It was really good to see people from really high up in the uni being there and representing the uni for that, because it's a really good cause and initiative. Especially they had a member of parliament there as well.
With Ayr being such a small town, it makes sense that so many UWS students use their bikes to cycle to and from uni. Harry believes that this is also really good for mental health.
Cycling's great because, physical exercise in general, just like that whole concept of physical exercise increases, mental health and it makes you feel better, just puts your mind off everything. So it's good for that, and I think it'll be good for students.
In order to use one of these bikes free of charge for up to 12 hours, all you have to do is show up at Ayr Halls and sign one out at the main office and you are free to go. This is Morgan Collinet reporting from UWS Ayr.
Morgan Collinet there.
A report released just a few hours ago shows that the gender pay gap in Scotland was the lowest in the UK. Selena McLean went into Ayr to find out more.
I'm here today at Unite Union to speak with Paul Nielsen about the gender pay gap.
The gender pay gap is effectively the difference between what men are paid and women are paid. But in a lot of cases it's not quite as simple as that. There are a lot of subtleties around why it exists and how it exists. At United Union we would always encourage people to come forward if they believe there is some discrepancy within their pay. So there are great examples of women going forward and doing great things within engineering and construction, which are still very much male dominated industries, and I think that will take a long time to move forward.
We asked some women if they've ever been affected by the gender pay gap.
I'm in my early 50s, so I've seen over the years, over the generations, just we've not really came much further. With women supposed to be getting paid the same as men.
I would not be happy at all. And I would address it. Definitely address it. I wouldn't let it go. But as I say, fortunately I've never ever been in that situation, and neither. I've got two boys and again they've never been in that situation either.
It's just like, say, when you're doing a job and we're all supposed to be equal, so why should there be a difference in the pay, if you're doing the same job? So I really don't understand that.
Selena McLean reporting for UWS News.
Ever wondered what £1 could buy you? A Kinder Egg, a bag of crisps, a packet of Polo Mints? What about a property on the market? A B-listed house in Kilmarnock could be yours for just the one coin. Dominic Cassidy went along to investigate.
No. Hi, I'm Dominic Cassidy. I'm here today in Kilmarnock on Portland Street, where behind me a house is being sold for £1 due to its derelict nature. I now talked to Craig Thompson and Andrew Hunter, architects across the road on Portland Street.
Great marketing strategy. It's worked really well. It's got you out here. It's gone viral effectively with building for £1. Was it the cheapest house in Britain?
Cheapest house in Britain. It was in the newspapers. It was on Facebook. A lot of people are talking about it, obviously, and that's the intention, is to get people talking about it. So the more people talking about it, the more people that'll be looking at it and interested in developing it, hopefully.
As you can see, with the fate of the house being left uncertain, it's up to anyone's guess if anyone will buy the house for £1 and renovate it. If anyone is willing to take that gamble, it will not be till the auction till we find out. I'm Dominic Casti with UWS News.
And now for the sport. International squads for the final round of World Cup qualifiers were announced yesterday, with a surprise inclusion for a certain Scottish Premiership player. Fraser Clark travelled to Rugby Park to get the reaction.
Whilst much of the media focus has been on Gordon Strachan's Scotland squad, East Ayrshire has had reason to celebrate too, with Kilmarnock winger Jordan Jones called up to the Northern Ireland squad for the first time. Earlier on, spoke to Sandy Armour of the Killie Hippo fanzine for his take on the news.
It's fantastic news, first of all for the player obviously. I think it'll give his confidence a great boost. He's been playing very well recently, and it's second, I think it's it's good publicity for the club. It shows that players can come here, still get recognised and progress their career that way, rather than just having to dive into the bigger clubs, the English Premiership. The fact that he's now in the Northern Ireland squad increases his profile, the publicity, etc., and other teams will be more aware of him. I think there's been 3 championship teams watched him in recent weeks and months, so I think he's a very good player. I think he's a cracking player. I think he enjoys his time here, so hopefully as a Killie fan we want to see him here as long as possible and get the best of him. But I think he's got the pace, the ability, just needs a bit of work on the final ball and decision making, and once he does that I think he will go to a higher level. But as I say, I hope that's a few years down the line.
Whether Jones will feature in the games against Germany and Norway remains to be seen. However, in the eyes of Sandy Armour, it's likely to be just the first of many call-ups. Fraser Clark, UWS News, Rugby Park, Kilmarnock.
Thanks for that, Fraser. After new research suggesting that rugby is the highest rate of child concussion in any sport, Gregor Hines travelled to Ayr Rugby Club to hear more on the matter.
New reports were released today about the injury proneness amongst younger players at school age level in rugby. I'm here to talk to Stuart Fenwick, the Head Development Officer at Ayr Rugby Club, on his personal feelings towards the new report and also what Scottish Rugby is doing to prevent injury amongst younger players.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think there's probably, certainly in Scottish Rugby, there's now a far more rigid reporting process. A lot of our we take injury prevention very seriously, and anything that we do have is taken in, the evidence is gathered, and we look at how we can then look to prevent that going forwards in further areas. We've got some really good return to play protocols for head injury stuff, and our injury reporting stuff from youth level right the way through to senior stuff is top notch. I don't think necessarily that there's more injuries coming in. I think it's just a case of we're getting actually better at recording these.
It's been shown that rugby has 4 times the amount of concussions compared to ice hockey and 8 times the amount in comparison to American football.
Well, my feelings about rugby contact being taken out of school level, I really don't think it's a great idea, because I'm a strong supporter of getting kids into contact earlier. I reckon you get them into contact earlier, they might harden them up a bit, as you would say, but also it learns them vital skills when they're playing rugby.
So, any chances of an actual ban seem limited due to Scottish Rugby and other organisations already having great protocol in place to prevent injuries amongst younger players. In addition to that, the knock-on effect it could have on players when they come into senior rugby could be detrimental to the sport going forward. This is Gregor Hines reporting UWS Newsroom.
Gregor at Ayr Rugby Club there.
And that's all from us here at UWS News.
Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.